Okay, let's dive right in. We're looking at Deuteronomy chapter 33 today. This is basically Moses' final speech, his last words, really,
Yeah.
a prophecy and a blessing just before he dies.
Right. And it's often seen as the practical end of the book. Our goal here is to kind of unpack the structure and, get to the core message in these final moments.
It starts right off by calling him the man of God. That feels significant.
It absolutely is. It frames the whole thing. This isn't just Moses reminiscing. It's a declaration with divine weight behind it.
Yeah, that changes things. So his final act isn't about himself. It's this blessing for the future. Hopeful, almost.
Exactly. Very selfless. And the chapter's structure really supports that. You can break it down pretty neatly into 3 sections.
Oh.
First, verses 1 to 5, that's the preface, sets the stage with God's glorious presence. Then verses 6 to 25, that's the main event, you could say, the blessings for each tribe.
Right, the specifics.
And finally, verses 26 to 29, that's the conclusion, just pure praise for God.
That preface, verses 1 to 5, it's quite powerful. Evokes God coming from Sinai, Seir, Paran, these really foundational places.
Yeah, mystic, yeah. But right there, in verse 2, there's a really interesting translation point our sources flag.
Oh, what's that?
Well, the phrase often comes across as 10,000 saints. But if you dig into the original language, that seems to be a bit of a mistranslation, applying a New Testament idea, saints, back into the Old Testament.
So what's a better reading then?
It's more accurately 10,000 holy ones, in the sense of angels, or the heavenly host. Think celestial armies.
Wow, okay, so not human followers, but like this awesome, maybe even terrifying angelic presence with God.
Precisely. It shifts the whole image. And this incredibly powerful God, through Moses, gives the law. And it's presented not as this heavy burden, but as their inheritance.
Inheritance. Why is that word so important here?
Because it makes the law the most valuable thing they possess. It's their identity, their security, something lasting to pass down. Now, when Moses gets to the tribes, you see the blessings aren't just based on birth order. They reflect past actions.
Starting with Reuben, the firstborn.
Yeah, and his blessing is surprisingly short, almost weak. Just, let him live and not die, nor his men be few.
That seems minimal for the firstborn. Why so harsh?
Well, the sources link it back to his earlier personal failings, sure, but maybe more significantly to the rebellion his descendants, like Korah, led in the wilderness. Remember number 16?
Ah, right. That cost a lot of lives.
It did. So challenging authority seems to have led to this diminished status, this curtailed power in the blessing.
And then it gets even starker with the next tribe in line, Simeon.
He's just skipped. Yeah. The text jumps straight from Reuben to Judah. No blessing at all for Simeon.
Wow, silence speaks volumes there.
It implies Simeon's standing was even worse off than Reuben's. A silent judgment, really.
Okay, so that severity makes the ending, those final verses, stand out even more, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Verse 26 onwards, it's Moses' final, powerful declaration. There is none like God. He pictures God riding the heavens, showing he's all-powerful, not tied to one place, ready to swoop in and help his people.
That idea of swift help leads into verse 27, right? God as their dwelling place, their refuge.
Yes. Their ultimate security isn't a place, it's a person. It's the eternal God himself sheltering them.
Which leads to that image that it really sticks with you.
His everlasting arms are underneath you. It's such a profound promise. No matter how far you fall, how deep the struggle, there's this divine support catching you, holding you up.
It's about being sustained, fundamentally. And that, according to the final verse, is their real happiness, their blessedness.
Exactly. It's not just safety or having enough stuff, though that's part of the promise. The core is having the salvation of the Lord. God himself is their shield and their sword.
So, putting it all together, what's the big takeaway here?
Well, this final speech isn't just theology. It's almost like a masterclass in leadership, how to end a massive undertaking. Moses doesn't focus on his own disappointment, not getting into the land himself. Instead, he pours out hope and blessing for the next generation. It's entirely focused outward.
That's a powerful point, which leaves us with something for you to think about. Moses knew he wouldn't enter the promised land. So what does it tell us that his last recorded words weren't about his own exclusion, his own personal ending? Instead, they were this incredible affirmation of God's greatness and his unwavering support for the people, even as he could only watch them go in from a distance. What does that kind of selflessness at the very end communicate? A profound legacy to consider.